Hi everyone, my name is Mr. Johns and welcome to Dance and Drama Matters. Today's question is, how many different shapes can my body make? And no, I'm not talking about shapes as in the delicious snack that we have here in Australia. I'm talking about your body shapes. Over the past 2 lessons, we've been learning about creating movement that's either locomotor movement, so moving from one place to another, or non-locomotor movement, which is movement that we do staying in one spot. But what if we don't move at all? Is that still a dance? Performing locomotor and non-locomotor movements is great and all. It's actually it's amazing, it's incredible, and you guys are doing such a good job. But I can't help but wonder, what shapes did your body make when you were performing that locomotor and non-locomotor movement? What shapes did your body make? Have you ever thought about that? Our bodies are pretty clever. We're pretty lucky, we've got some pretty clever bodies, and we can make heaps of different shapes. Some pretty cool ones too. And today, we're gonna look at what we need to do to be able to make lots of different shapes with our body. So that means our learning intention is, we will be able to experiment with different shapes we can make with our bodies to explore ideas. Let's get into a warm-up. And for this warm-up, I'm gonna create lots and lots of different shapes with my body. And I want you to copy them, because if you're only just watching me, then I'm warming up, but you're not warming up too. When you create these shapes with your body, try and stay as still as possible. Like this still. Don't move. Don't even smile. Did you notice that all these shapes were different? Those shapes I just showed you actually fit into different categories. These categories of shapes that the ones I just showed you fit into are straight line, curved line, open, and closed. So you can have straight line shapes, curved shapes, open shapes, and closed shapes. And for each of these different type of shape, they all hold a meaning and they all communicate something to the audience. So when you're doing these shapes and these poses in your dances, they actually have little secret messages hidden within them that are communicating and talking to your audience. Just by changing the shape of your body, you can change the message that you send to the audience. I bet you're all dying to know what all of them mean. Like, what does a straight line move mean? What does an open move mean? If they have meaning, Mr. Johns, tell me, what do they mean? I want to know. I want you to tell me what they mean now. Now. Please. Manners are important. So straight lines are not natural for our body. So the audience will see a straight line move as a machine or a structure like a building or as a sign. So when they see us moving like that, they see it kind of like a robot and it's not natural. So that's the message they get with straight lines. Here are some other straight line shapes so you can get an idea about what I'm talking about. So curved line shapes are organic, and organic just means natural. So when you're using curved line shapes, then what that could represent for your audience are things that are found in nature. So waves, or plants, or even mountains. Here are some curved line shapes. see how the straight line shapes have straight lines in my arms and my legs, and I try and keep my body straight as possible. And the curved line shapes, I'm able to bend my arm, bend my legs, and bend my body as much as I can. Our next category is open shapes, and open shapes represents feeling really free and confident, or maybe even really happy. And when you do an open shape, you're normally raising your arms up or out, so you're opening your body up, and normally your chest is quite high and proud. These open shapes really help us to include our audience and make them feel involved in our dance. Here are some open shapes with my chest really proud and my arms out and open. So closed shapes are when your arms and your legs are normally really close to your torso or the rest of your body. And what closed shapes tells your audience is that you're shy, maybe you're nervous, or you're being held back. And closed shapes are really good for when you want to keep your audience out and you don't want the people watching your dance to feel included with what you're doing. So for your task today, you have two different success criteria. Number one, I can create shapes by using straight and curved lines. And number two, I can create shapes that are open and closed. So your task is to create a dance made up of 4 different body poses, using each of these different types of shape. Have a play around with the different types and then choose your favorite. So in the end, you should have 1 straight line, 1 curved line shape, 1 open shape, and 1 closed shape. Now's your time to create it. So off you go and explore the different shapes with your body and create your 4 pose sequence of movement. Now it's time to perform your dance. So find someone you can perform it to, and it's a really good idea if you film it, because then you can look back at it afterwards and you can see how you've gone. Okay, so let's reflect on today's learning. Were you able to create straight and curved lines? Were you able to create shapes that were both open and closed? And what was your favorite type of shape? And why? All right, that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining us, and I'll see you next week. Bye.